Hello guys and welcome on my YouTube channel. Today my friends and I arrived at the next stage of the karting championship in Catalonia. Here are some teasers of what will happen next. After the qualifying and heats I will take the first place out of 100 pilots, but not without some luck. But then I'll be penalized for this extra luck. We will spend half an hour figuring out who will start on rocket number 10, but in the end I will get it and it won't be a rocket at all. And the last race will be a cruel fight with top pilots, so let's go! Once again, 100 pilots have gathered for the race. This is the maximum number of participants for this stage. The day and the race promises to be very hot. We will race on this nice, sturdy SR4s. The pilots are ready to start, so we will go now. This time Artem and I managed to get practice on the track, so I knew where to go and was ready for qualifying. I have a decent card and qualify third. In this championship we have a reverse grid format at the start, flipping the top 15. So I start 13th, with 2 fast pilots behind me and 12 guys ahead who qualified worse. We start with a run start, which is an excellent organized decision that reduces the level of entropy at the start. My main rival today, Hugo, immediately appears on screen. He starts in behind me. He'll appear again in the series. The first lap is quite busy. I gain positions and then lose them. I get pushed so wide that I catapult the tires into the marshals. Sorry guys. I try to attack Hugo, but there is a chicane ahead and he does not yield. While the guys ahead chat, I dive inside, but the next turn is right, so I have to give back everything gained. And then I am pushed wide again, losing a couple more positions. The first laps are tough for me in this chaos. Afterward, everything gets easier and the pilots become more predictable. I pass 2 and the hairpin. And this is my favorite emotional gesture. Instead of holding the wheel, so just gain 2 more positions. I can't afford to lose Hugo, so I make a risky move at the end of the straight before the chicane. Luckily the opponent is friendly and everything goes well. In pursuit for the next positions. I close in for an attack. Hugo opens the door and then I try the move. I force him wide in the right turn, giving me a better exit line. Well guys, it's so cool that we managed to fight each other and overtake other pilots at the same time, yeah? Then we understand each other without words and decide to draft, saving time by not battling each other. The guys are fighting ahead and I'm again within striking distance, diving inside, checking if there is anyone on the right, all clear. Good exit onto the straight and another attack. Ahead we see a heavy pilot. I think I quickly catch up and I pass him on the outside line, exiting onto the straight. In a lap and a half, I catch up to the guys ahead and they give up their positions just without a fight. These guys lean down on the straight. Might be serious racers. I catch up to most pilots in this turn, as I found the inside line without bumps. A quick dive and another attack on the carousel. Well, it looks like I am fourth. The same attack again, but this time in 2 steps. Crossing over on the exit. And we're on the podium. I hear Hugo's engine behind me. I lean down like all serious racers do. I can see the fast pilot Max is leading. Clearly he is on a slow car. I realize I can overtake both as I am significantly faster. I will try to close in on the straight. The pilot ahead dumps into Max and I see an opportunity, but it's in vain. I fell behind both and let Max get away. Damn, that was very stupid and hasty. It will likely cost me the win. There is no chance to overtake again. Last lap. Okay, let's wait for the carousel and overtake there. On the outside and then inside, got it. The exit is a bit rough, plus there is a chance for a counter-attack. Then I execute a deceptive move, open wide for acceleration and then close the inside line on the exit. In pursuit of Max, but there is too little time left. I glance around, where is Hugo? But he's not attacking. Yay, the finish P2. Big respect to Hugo for clean fight and pushing me on the straight. Second qualification begins. I have the unknown card number 14. So I am heading out into the crowd. I have only 1 lap to qualify, so I need to break through all the slow pilots as quickly as possible on the warm-up lap. Therefore, I am driving as aggressively as possible, overtaking everyone. Again, someone is being let through and they are waiting, but the distance is too large. I need to keep going. Moreover, there is our familiar rival Hugo ahead. And so the qualifying lap begins. Compared to the previous kart, this one is performing much worse. Well, it seems like by the end of the lap I have caught up to Hugo. Well, it's okay, but not particularly good either. Well, this is a complete nonsense. First, they put me in 17th place to start.
That's it. Okay, maintain the velocity all the time, okay?
Start slowly till the flag, okay?
The kart was not great, but it was not that bad. Then everyone was waving their hands, protesting, and they sent me to the first position, which means I qualified 15th. That's also strange, but okay, better than 17th, plus starting from the front row. Okay, let's go. They say I need to drive very slowly. Alright, I will drive very slowly. The guys behind me look slow, but since I qualified 15th and start first, it means I have a very bad kart, and apparently I'll have to defend myself. They're indicating that I need to start slower. Okay. And here we go. Closing off the inside. Seems like no attacks. Nobody behind. Well, I need to get away before the fast guys catch up. Straightening out the line as much as possible so the kart can accelerate. I lean down, although it probably does not help here. The main thing in this turn is not to miss, but it seems like I hit it well. Alright, seems like I have a decent gap behind now. Need to increase it. Okay, someone is breathing down my neck. Okay, need to be careful with him. He's sticking very close behind me. Can't give him the chance to attack unexpectedly. I hear the engine noise from behind. First cover the left line, then defend the inside line. Again, straight is ahead and number 10 is very close. I take a wide exit, giving the car a chance to accelerate and luring number 19 into the attack trap at the narrow section. I cover the inside, but he has learned not to fall into the trap, prepares his exit and almost catches up with me on the straight from the right. I'm slightly ahead on braking and on the better line, not giving up. I successfully defend for 3 laps, and now there is the final lap. Gentle and smooth lines. I drive as gently as possible, but I have to consistently check if there is an enemy behind. Leaning down. Two final turns. And victory! Returning to the pit, I found out about a very strange situation. Somehow, on this kart, I qualified first, and this is ridiculous. But the organizers got confused and mistakenly put me in first to start. How this happened is unclear. It was certainly nice to see myself as number 1 out of 100 pilots on the list. But the joy was short-lived. For their mistake, the organizers penalized me with a 4-place penalty in the final race. Oh well. We head out for the qualifying sessions of the final race with the top pilots of the competition. And while I tell you what happened next, they moved me to the 5th place, but promised to leave me with the 10th kart, which I considered fast. But in the final printout of the cards, they gave me the 21st one. As a result, it took half an hour to figure out who was on which card, and they still gave me the 10th one. Is it good? I don't know, but I definitely won't call it a rocket. We are heading to the start of the final race. Honestly, I am feeling a bit nervous. That definitely won't be an easy victory. Rolling up to the starting straight. am trailing slightly, which allows me to gain momentum into the first turn and regain one position. But there is no acceleration and I am attacked in the carousel. I try to maintain the inside line, prevent being crossed over, gaining acceleration from behind. I need to somehow break away from the competitors. Oh, Hugo suddenly pulls out to the right, something seems wrong with him. Another attempt to attack me. I defend, but this time the opponent manages to cross me over. -1 position. And I am under attack from the guy in shorts. The engine lacks power to cross over, and he's blocking the line. I catch up on the straight, but remembering the mistake from the first race, I don't attempt to overtake on the brakes. I bump into the guy in shorts, but he blocks the inside line and we both lose out. I bump into him, a mistake, falling behind. It's very strange how he just pulls away from me here. Approaching the guys on braking, at the end of the straight, I dive behind the guy in shorts, forcing the guys to go narrow into the right turn, and I make a move for the exit onto the straight. But I make a fatal mistake. I don't let off the throttle, so I hit the opponent, thereby pushing his car forward and slowing myself down. Very stupid. I try again to catch up with them while they fight. I look around, hearing the sounds of engines chasing. My line out onto the straight is better, but there is nowhere to overtake. I try on the right, but I lack speed. I let go. The guy with green helmet makes a mistake, putting himself under attack. They have caught up to me. I have to defend. On the straight, I fend off attacks from both sides from 4 cars. That's crazy. Gradually catching up to the guy with the green helmet, his pace is clearly lower. Enemies are pressing from behind. Attack on braking. I bump into the opponent, seems okay, but I see him torpedoing into me from the grass. Okay, he's on the inside and taking cover. Exiting onto the straight, and he has taken cover again. A careful and clean overtake on the outside. I slip through, but again, pressure from behind. In a slight slide, I dive into the turn, we are off. I had a lap without attacks, but they caught up to me again, and again this turn I need to defend. He crosses over sharply and takes the inside line, not leaving me space for a counterattack. He immediately makes a mistake on braking, and now he has to defend himself. I stay on the inside on the left turn. He prepares to cross over. I block the inside, he is already there, but decides not to torpedo me to the right. Thanks. I defend, but not for long. It's difficult to defend in this turn and they pass me together. I regain one position. The opponent ahead makes a nice move like I did in the previous race, closing the inside at the end, thereby killing my acceleration and pulling away on the straight. They pushing me on the straight, and I'm better in the chicane on braking again. He decided not to defend the middle, but to open up. Too tempting. I must try. I force him to go as wide as possible to leave space for the cross. Now he is pulling me, but I'm already in the middle of his kart and I don't give up. I am taken wide and we go to the whole straight to the carousel, where all in tight, sacrificing the exit for acceleration out of the right turn. I try to block the inside and there's already Hugo. I just can't block within the rules. I let him pass and take me on the straight. The last turns. There is a small window to attack Hugo, but it will be tough. We will most likely lose out from this attack, so we decide not to try. We all finish together. Hugo is happy and grateful. But my opponent from the previous stage is not. It was a wildly intense race, having to defend against fast pilots. I think I frustrated many. But that's racing. Sorry guys. In general, it was awesome. I was on edge, got some adrenaline, practiced close combat, and time flew by unnoticed. Thanks to the organizers for the cool event and the pilots for the fair and honest competition. Love you all, see you on the track.